Hi, my name is Udo Erasmus, and I'm here to talk to you about my new book, which is called The Book on Total Sexy Health. And the subtitle is The 8 Key Steps Designed by Nature. Now, why a book with that title? I used to talk about total global health because I think globally a lot. And I would like there to be a bottle of my oil in every fridge, enzymes in every fridge, probiotics in every fridge, because of how important a role they play in people's health. And so I used to call that book The Book on Total Global Health. And somebody suggested, why not call it Total Sexy Health? And I said, I can't write a book like that. I don't know anything about sexy. And then I started thinking about it. And I'm like, no, I know a lot about sexy. In fact, we all know a lot about sexy. What is sexy? It gets your attention. We're not talking even about sex. It includes sex, but it gets your attention. It's vibrant, it's energetic, it's present, it's full on. That's what sexy means. And we talk about sexy technology. Obviously, that's not about sex. So that's why sexy. Sexy is the street word for what might have been called sacred or holy or enlightened or lit up. So it's an interesting way that these words have been used and changed in popular usage, not so much in dictionary. And so total sexy health, why is that? Because we are sexy by nature. We are lit up by nature. We are full of energy by nature. And there are 8 pieces to it. So if your heart is always aching and you're always looking to get something to make yourself fulfilled, that's not very sexy. But if your heart is full and overflowing and you feel good about life and you feel taken care of and you have lots to give, that's very sexy. So when you're in touch with the core of your being, it's very sexy. When you lose touch with the core of your being, you lose some of that sexy. Then there is life, the energy of life. When you're in touch with it, you're energetic. That's sexy. When you're out of touch with it, then you're probably in your head, doubting this and arguing about that. Not so sexy. Then there's creativity. Creativity is sexy. People like people who are creative. Sculptors, painters, musicians, songwriters. It's sexy. When you're creating something out of nothing, that's very sexy. And then there is the physical part. When we talk about health, usually we talk about food and fitness, but that's only 1/8 of total health. But it plays a role in sexy too. You eat properly, you won't have zits all over your face. If you exercise in your body, you don't have your belly hanging out over your pants in the front and your butt. You can't get your pants over your butt in the back. That's not very sexy. But when you have a body that's in good shape and because you use it and you take good care of it, that's pretty sexy. And then there's a social part of sexy. When you're comfortable socially, that's sexy. If you're always not sure that you can be okay with people, that's not sexy. Then there is one about how you feel about nature in terms of respect and in terms of resources and in terms of sustainability. That's sexy. And when you have no respect for nature, not very sexy. And then there's a big picture. The fact that we live and we die and you're not, oh my God, I'm gonna die. That's not very sexy. But when you're okay to live in the midst of the big picture and are okay with how it is and how your life is and accept all parts of it, that's sexy too. So why do I call it total sexy health? Because everybody wants to be sexy, and the foundation of sexy is healthy. So if you're healthy in each one of these 8 different parts, then you're going to be your maximum attractive. And if every time you get out of line with one of those, you lose some of your attractiveness. And so it's a book that talks about all of health, all of human nature, and from a global perspective, because we are biological beings, and there's energy as part of it, mind is part of it, body is part of it, social context and environmental context are part of it, and awareness is part of it. So, and I had so much fun because I had to rethink everything that I was doing in terms of its effect on being charged up and being sexy in that sense. So this has been a fun labor of love, and that's just out, has a website, totalsexyhealth.com, and we're just in the process of building that, but it's probably, by the time you see this, it'll probably all be up. Total Sexy Health, the 8 key steps designed by nature.